So you're perfect. It's recording right now. Let's stop this recording real fast. Stop it and start a new one. We'll call this beta. Just call yours beta. So we both have the same title for the same thing.
Which one? The one that we just did?
The one that we just did, call it beta.
Oops.
And then start a new recording right now. Sorry. And then we'll be good. Remember, Samsung to the right. This fucking pro, man. I'm really digging this. To get better mics and shit. Okay, let me know when you're gonna... Yeah, because we gotta start titling everything. So it's not hard to lose. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna hit record for the next file. Ready? Go.
Okay.
Finally, no pussy claps.
I could clap that.
Alright. And we can edit this, the perfect one. Let's just go. This is State of Gaming Weekly. Let me look at the camera. Wait, this is GameTato, and this is State of Gaming Weekly. How did that look?
I wasn't looking.
You gotta look at the camera. Just look at the camera. Yeah, just look at the
Look at the camera or the...
The camera. I mean, not the sound.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the wrong fucking thing. Sorry. Look at the TV and just tell me how I'm doing.
Alright.
Alright. Who? This is GameTato, and this is State of Gaming Weekly. What did it look like? Did it look fine?
It looked probably just how you thought it looked. It's normal.
Alright, it was fine?
Yeah.
Alright, then here, I had that notepad or whatever. Cause you can
Notepad
see,
can stay.
but I don't like it. Yeah. You can keep it more pro. Alright.
Alright.
Alright, ready? Well, you want to start it? Do you want to say this is GameTato?
Alright. This is GameTato, starring me, Thomas Oh So Fresh, and my good time long friend, Dustin, aka Dustin the Grinch.
The Grinch.
Dustin the Grinch. Look it up. And this is GameTato, our first... You won't find anything just yet, but hopefully in a few years, a couple months, you will. But this is GameTato, our first ever show, damn it. State of Gaming.
Yeah. Well, let's get that clear right now since we're all messing it up. This is GameTato.
This is GameTato.
And it's a channel, and we're going to have several shows on this channel.
That we are. And one of them is State of Gaming, which you are watching right now. What can people expect from State of Gaming?
Well, this show we're just going to basically discuss the state of gaming in the week. It's kind of just repeating the same stuff in a circle. But anyway, we're going to discuss the state of the industry, whether it be hardware, game releases, what we played, or what we thought was fun. Because sometimes we just think the same game is so fun that it's beating every other game week in and week out. So we got to give that game some props because it's so fun that it's lasting, that we're not even playing newer games, we're just sticking with that one. So we want to give a shout out to those games on State of Gaming Weekly as well. But also like movie releases as well. You know, I don't want to forget movie releases because that's important.
Yeah. And we're going to be discussing current state of gaming, basically. What's going to be going on, what to expect later on in generations and generations to come, and what people want, what the actual people want from gaming.
Yeah, forecasts, gaming forecasts.
Yep. And we also have some other shows.
But we should discuss them right now. Well, State of Gaming, you know, it's going to be a news show. Just like Saturday Night Live.
Well, Saturday Night Live, not exactly a news show.
No, you're talking Weekend Update.
Oh, okay.
You know, the segment. You know, we're just going to... It doesn't have to be so serious, you know, we're going to give you the news, but it's going to be a good time. And we're going to give you the news that we think is important, or maybe somebody's not covering it.
And stuff that you might think is important.
Yeah, exactly. Or just, you know, I think we've been playing games long enough to predict trends.
Oh, definitely.
We also want to do a lot of predictions on State of Gaming Weekly.
Yeah, we're not scared to be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be right most of the time.
Definitely. Or even just, you know, we'll give a forecast of what shows we're going to put up the rest of the week on State of Gaming. So you can know what other shows we will be broadcasting. So you guys kind of know when to tune in and what stuff will be on and pop in during the week.
Yeah.
through State of Gaming. It'll set up the other show so you know what's going on.
Alright, you want to move on to the other show?
Yeah, I think everybody's got it. I mean, we'll be covering the state of gaming every week.
Okay. Another interesting name, Retrospective. What do you think that one's going to be about?
Well, yeah, it's going to be about retro shows. It's going to be retro shows. I don't think so unless we cover some Briscoe County. Just kidding. It's about games.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to cover it from Nintendo.
Because that's reference the Briscoe County.
Oh, I've just been watching that show. It's pretty good. Freaking, that's actually a really good show.
But I have a question.
Huh.
What counts as retro nowadays?
Well, I think we should just go with what we know.
Stuff that's not current generation? Like anything
No, I think it's
lesser
just
than...
what we know. We started with Nintendo. When we were like, I probably started playing that when I was like 4 years old. We would on to Nintendo. That's what we should talk about right now. What we have that gives us the knowledge why we are even on YouTube trying to make the show. Because we've been playing games since Nintendo, like 4 years old. We're kind of like the first generation that had decent video games.
Yeah.
From the first memory that they could remember, which is like an anomaly in history. There's never been another generation.
Yeah, we've had everything from the start.
From the start, like we started with Nintendo. That's the good thing. We
Basically,
started with the primitive though, the 8-bit, to the 16-bit, to the 32-bit, to the 64, and all the way up until the 256, which is current on PC. And I don't even know what PS4 is, but computers are 256-bit. So that's where we're at today. That's some major graphical capabilities.
Alright, just real quick, because I don't think my question exactly was answered.
No,
what
sorry.
counts as retro?
Well, I hope I answered. Well,
just give me a
but it's
console.
It's
give me a console generation.
It's every console past the Nintendo generation. I think you want to call it second generation, or even, is it third generation?
Why can't you just give me a console and done?
Look, Nintendo and beyond. I don't want to go to Atari. I think that's just... Maybe we will someday, but I don't think that's what's important, because we didn't play that as kids. We played Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, N64. We played PlayStation.
So those are all retro?
Yeah. That is major retro.
That's what I'm kind of
and
asking.
Then I guess,
like, does Xbox 360 count as retro?
Okay, see... And this is the definitive line that we're going to
Thank you. That's what I'm trying
solve
to
right now on GameTato. Retrospective, for example, right now will not cover PlayStation 3.
Okay, so that's not retro.
But it will cover Xbox 360. That's the funny thing. That's the conundrum. Because Persona 5 just came out on PlayStation 3, but no new releases that I'm aware of. See, actually, I don't want to say that because NBA 2K17 came out on 360.
You're really going to base
But
it
then,
off of like a game?
No. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't do that because they still come out games for the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
And even the Dreamcast on some indie level. So, but look, okay, we're going to consider the Xbox 360 dead, but not the PS3, because Persona 5 just came out for the PlayStation 3. If you didn't buy a PS4 and you're down to play Persona 5, and you didn't buy a PS4, you'd be like, damn, I got a sick game right now. You know?
Yeah, well,
like
I respectfully disagree. We'll iron all that out.
We had PS4 from day one and Xbox from day one, so we understand what you would have missed.
So, while we figure that out off camera later on, let's move on to the next one, which is Fan Flames. Probably not exactly what you're thinking, so let's
Fan Flames.
Iron this out.
Well, Fan Flames is a show that is set up to keep the console wars alive. It's like console war propaganda. And we're going to set up videos where people are going to choose sides and get angry with each other because we're going to have definitive answers why one thing is better with another. And we're going to try to make it as definitive as possible so Dustin the Grinch and Mr. Fresh over here are always going to be right. And you guys can try to prove us wrong, but we don't think it's going to happen. We're always going to be right. That's why we have GameTato, and this is State of Gaming Weekly, and we're most likely going to be right. So, we're going to fan the flames of war and keep people fighting over which game is better, or which console's better, or why certain gamers are just hipsters, and they're not really gamers.
But yeah, this is, of course, going to be different than State of Gaming. It's a little bit similar.
It's a completely different show, because focusing on the sociology of gaming, people's interactions and the way
And
they
gamers and the community.
form communities with each other.
I kind of like how you were doing with PlayStation just now, kind of hating on Xbox.
Exactly. Well,
I think we know where you stand on that one.
Well, I love Xbox. That's the thing. I bought one. I bought two at a point, and I would have still had two, but it was just good that she wanted to get one off me, because then, I mean, eventually we need to play games online. We just never play it too much, because he always comes over here, and we do couch co-op with two PS4s.
Which is a good segue to Co-op Request Live. That's going to be our next one. That's going to be, I mean, honestly, going to be my favorite and probably the most fun for me, and probably for you guys too, because we're going to be doing stuff that no one else online is going to be doing, or at least not doing well. So
That's definitely true.
yeah. Again, like you said, two PS4s. So anything, we're not going to be playing split screen, or if we do, it's going to be few and far between, or only if we have to.
We'll try to do share play.
Share play.
We'll try to post some videos, because I've never tried share play, and we'll see if we can get like Resident Evil Revelations 2, because that game does not have a network co-op. It only has a split screen. So if we can eliminate that split screen through share play, and we'll have some test up videos like on situations like that, where we can take the split screen out of a split screen experience, we're going to do that as well.
Yeah. And the request part, because we're not just only going to be playing whatever we want to play. We're going to be playing anything that you basically want us to play. We have a good shot of all the consoles and everything that you have, so we're probably going to be putting that in.
Well, that'll be edited probably right now. We're going to, pan.
Yeah, you're going to see it all.
You guys see all the hands. Like, we're going to pan to the collection. We'll have the short,
be like a nice
maybe
little
brief
pan.
cut. Yeah, we'll get it all everywhere.
But yeah, you'll probably see that right now, or maybe you already saw it, depending on where the editing goes. But yeah, we can play anything that you guys want, or that we want, basically.
Exactly, and another big part of Co-op Requests Live is the fact that I think a lot of people don't realize that PlayStation and Xbox both allow you to buy games digitally, or maybe some people don't know because they're in the Stone Age and they only buy discs. But for people that are advanced, if you buy two consoles and make one your home console, any of your guests that come over will have access to all your content on your home console. So they don't even need to pay for Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus. They can access all of your content.
So you get two licenses per one digital copy you buy.
Exactly. So with your PSN ID, like your main ID, you can download all your files again on another console in your house. And then you always got to play with your main ID on that system, but then your guest will always play on the home console. And that way, you can always play co-op.
Yeah. And our very last one, last but not least, it's going to be called Closing Comments. So, what's that going to be about? It's going to be basically reviewing games, movies, tech.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be our closing comments on what we think about anything we want. So, when we have a closing comment, it's the most important comment that there is. It's the closing one. We finish that argument because we're always right with the arguments.
Final.
It's
Closing
final.
time, 2 a.m.
And Jenny, here, just we'll edit this out. Just go real quick. Hurry up and go. Hurry up.
His girlfriend off camera trying to leave the house.
I know.
Just be more distracting than anything.
Yeah, if we have supporters, we'll try to not record in the house or something and get a nice studio with the nicer everything.
Yeah.
But until then,
you gotta put up with it.
Yeah, exactly. So,
closing comments.
Closing comments, thank you for that, to keep everything on track. Will be our closing comments, because we've been playing games so long. We know what's good.
Been watching movies so long, and
at a hardcore level, like, we were always supporting Hollywood. Like, even when we sucked, we saw Batman Forever in theaters. You know how miserable we were? Like, do you know how bad that was? There was a lot of bad Batman movies. But the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then, like, we saw Josie and the Pussycats. Well, we had to walk out of the theater. We walked out.
We can talk about all this some later closing
No,
comments.
because this is closing comments. Like,
This
a
isn't
little bit.
closing
This is what it's going to
comments.
be about.
That's
like,
basically a little.
No, but
short
we've seen everything at a hardcore level. As a kid, I watched MacGyver. like a shit ton? I don't know, like correlates? No, it does, because just watching everything from
TV
all
shows
gamuts,
also.
like of the the spectrum, not just watching comedies, not just watching dramas, not just watching action shows, not just watching mysteries, watching everything, including anime.
Yeah.
You know, being into anime when everybody thought it was super gay. We're watching anime.
Don't say gay.
No, we need to say gay.
You can't say gay.
Because
I would rather you not say gay.
well, I want to find. But, if we're going to say, like, you can do what you want. Just don't try to molest me. If you want to find somebody who's down...
We're going off the rails, man.
No, it's fine,
It's not fine. Let's get back to
Okay, fine.
what we were doing.
Just don't do me. Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
Basically that was the 5 shows that we're going to be doing.
Closing comments.
Closing comments. Co-op request live. Fan flames. Retro. Spective. And state of gaming.
Pretty much. I mean, we're going to do some specials here and there.
Yeah.
And the specials...
Like mini-series and things like that. We're working on one right now.
Yeah, and one other miniseries, because we are like Bob Vila, and Tim Allen from Home Improvement. And we're going to show you guys how to build your own arcade machines, how to build your own racing simulators, on the cheap. We're going to show you how to, hopefully one day soon, we're going to get a coffee table that's really nice. We're going to turn that into a Pac-Man machine. We're going to show people, and probably, people could bid, or people that go on our channel are eventually going to win one of our custom creations that we're going to build for somebody. And it's going to be amazing. But that's all stuff that's like they can look forward
That's
to
all
on GameTato.
in the future.
I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah, that about wraps it up. Once again, oh so fresh, Dustin the Grinch, and this is GameTato.
Muff freaking GameTato.
Muff's freaking GameTato.
Yeah, I had to censor myself right there, but it works.
Alright, peace.
Yeah, peace. Have a good one, people.